Alright guys, it's the inaugural flight of the Corsair. Of course, like now it's no wind at all, and
throttle active.
Gusting to about 10 miles an hour once in a while. Let's see how well this taxis. Oh, very nice. Alrighty, so I got my flaps up.
Stabilizer off.
Now we're gonna stay with stabilizer on.
High rate.
And we're gonna stick with low rates. Alright, here we go. Alright, it doesn't need as much right rudder as I thought it would. A little too much stabilizer there. We'll got it on a dial. Really, that doesn't need that much trim either. Huh, that is flying pretty smooth. Coming down the runway, slow pass. Nice. All right, that's very surprising that it doesn't need much trim, but now it is a little windy, so, and that gyro is probably taking care of some of it. All right, let's come down here. All right, we're gonna do a fast pass. Yeah, that was like 3/4 throttle because I was a little, I chickened out. I'm not gonna lie, man. It's my Maiden. I want to have at least one good flight on this. I am running an ELRS. All right, there was full throttle pass. Running ELRS. Oh. Well, all right. I'm pretty I've got that set pretty conservatively. ELRS Maytech, so 6-channel, because I needed 2 extra channels for the gear and the flaps, and then I'm running a Hobby Eagle. I've got 3 modes set up on it. No gyro, normal, which is just the wind rejection, or AS3X, whatever you want to call it. I guess you don't call it AS3X since it's not really AS3X. Let's see what it does for... Oh. Alright, I think I'm going to have to fly this one down to the ground. Pretty certain. Especially up here in altitude. But I was just curious what a stall would be like. Alright. You know what? We're going to go ahead and... I'm going to... Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and...
Gear down.
Drop the gear. We have gear down. Ooh.
Flaps half.
And I got half flaps now. Ah!
Throttle cut.
That was not a good landing.
Throttle active.
All right, that is something else right there.
Throttle cut.
Nailed that landing, didn't I?
There was an X right there.
Flaps up.
Hey guys, second flight.
Flaps half. Flaps up.
All right. So we have pretty much. It's actually a squirrely wind. Squirrely there. Squirrelier. Square. Whatever. More than anticipated. But it's only like, it's usually about 10 miles an hour. 10 to 0. Just depending.
Throttle
So let's get
active.
another one of these in there. Here we go. Whoa. Huh.
Gear up.
It is, there's less torque factor to this model than I was expecting. It's definitely not like my Spitfire. Man, it'll go off to the left, no, without even think about it. And this one, I keep on going too far to the right, actually. Let's take that stabilizer down a little bit. So I've got my stabilizer on one of my sliders on my Zorro, and I've got it set to where like it makes me put the stabilizer back in position after, or for each flight, or back in center position. And that's just a little too much for this plane, I think. Oh, that's so pretty though. Oh, still a little too much stabilizer. I'm not gonna do anything weird with it right now. I'm just gonna fly it semi-scale. I am running a 4S in here, and the manual suggests a 3S, but everybody and their brother seems to run this on a 4S. I am running this about, that's half throttle. Yeah, this wind is just squirrely. I don't know how Crunch does it. Oh, hey, you know what? I'm going to give some shout outs. I'm going to give some shout outs to Crunch, to Ricky Bob. Let's see here. San Diego Ute fan. Watching your videos every once in a while. In the tube deep. Yeah, I'll watch them. I'll watch those rascals tear apart your Cessna. Who else? I don't know. Oh, Steve. Steve, you know who you are. I know you're watching these videos. I know you're going to be watching this one. But hopefully I'm going to have a better landing than that first time, because oh my gosh, that was embarrassing. I mean, I guess I'm going to have to show it to you guys. Yeah, now we have a crosswind. I took off with a southerly wind. You guys saw that. Right down the runway. Now we have a crosswind. Or southwest, possibly. I might have to... I don't think this is too twitchy. I don't think I need any more expo. I do have to check the surfaces though. I've got it on low rates, but for all I know, my low rates could actually be the high rates for this model. My last my last flight was the my Viper 64, and I landed that, and the crosswind started up right about the time.
Gear down.
All right, there's our gear down. Crosswind started up and pushed me off into
We're low on juice.
Yeah, I hear ya.
We're low on juice. We're low on juice. Flaps half.
Push me off into the grass. Whoa, I'm gonna do it again. Now we're gonna go around. Boy.
We're low on juice.
I do have this radio set to start warning me around
We're low on juice.
3.75, so if it's wouldn't you know, I knocked one of my retracts out. Yeah, kind of. This that crosswind was actually kind of strong, but it doesn't even feel like it now. All right, let's see how bad the damage is. Hopefully, it's just a little bit of glue.
Throttle active.
Oh,
Throttle cut.
no, wrong switch. Flaps up. Okay, what do we got here?
Gear up. Gear down.
I'm not even sure what happened there.